help eliminate that decision paralysis that comes with looking at stock libraries just filled with different options and then getting something that only 20 seconds is usable, and then some big musical stinger comes in and ruins it, so you have to keep looping that one section. That was my least favorite part. Hi, I'm James Allen. I'm the creator of SlowQ. Today we're going to be taking a look at our first offering, Underbed Volume 1, a collection of ambient cinematic underscores designed for editors and creators working in film and documentary. The focus here is going to be on how atmospheric, restrained scoring can help support pacing and emotional weight while staying out of the way. I designed these underscores to have a continuous texture throughout a scene. In many stock libraries, scores are often driven by stingers and melodies and very strong musical moments. However, with Underbed Volume 1, these tracks are designed to sit below the dialogue and to let the scene breathe. You can fade them in and out at any point. There's no abrupt stops and starts. There's no high points and low points. The chord changes are very minimal, and everything was recorded between a 40 and 60 tempo, so it has this long lingering drag. They're recorded 32-bit float wave files, so you can decide if you want to bring things up or not. There's huge dynamic range within the actual audio levels themselves. You can basically drag these clips in at random and see how they work with your scene, because they're not meant to push the drama. They're meant to basically support what's already there. Oftentimes when I'd be looking for score material on stock libraries, there's just the vibe can get thrown off very quick by that overly commercial sounding material. I just felt that there were more people out there like me that could utilize this, so that's what this was. And I created things in different registers, so higher octaves for sort of more lighthearted and joyful pieces that still have tension, or more growling, low, bassy droning for more darker material. Okay, so today we're just gonna be jumping into Resolve here. We're gonna throw some clips in randomly against picture. I have The Deer Hunter and No Country for Old Men. Famously, it's a movie without score, so I thought it'd be interesting and fun to throw in some of the underscores to see how it played out. And also Deer Hunter, masterpiece by Michael Cimino in 1979. Very tense scene at the end when the two friends are playing Russian roulette against each other. I just wanted to see what it would look like to throw the underscores over it. So let's try it. Let's create a new timeline with it so all the hertz match. You know, when you download these clips from YouTube, there's always strange interpolation that happens with the frame rates, but okay, so the scene starts, De Niro comes in, the crowd's roaring, and he's going to sit down with Christopher Walken, and they're basically going to play Russian roulette against each other. Alright, well, let's bring in an underscore. You don't really have to audition these. You can limitedly if they're higher octave range. Those more joyful chords, those might not work. Although that juxtaposition could be interesting. Let's look for something more bassy and growly. I like that. Let's use that later in the scene. That's good. That's more mid-level. Let's just hit play and see what it sounds like. See, it's not taken away from what's there. It's like we're almost in there subconscious, the character's subconscious. That change was right on cue, that chord change. I like that. We don't have much time. Okay, let's turn it down. It's very loud, obviously. We're just looking at that volume to keep it interesting, but you got to take the volume down. Obviously, this would require a full attention of Nick's, but we're just doing a quick walkthrough. Okay, the next sequence is Michael plays against him, and he's very reluctant, obviously, because he's not as traumatized as Nick. So let's have this audio pick up here. We'll have it fade in, the more aggressive sounding. Here we go. Cool. When I created these, it's using an array of VST instruments, full orchestra ensembles, sometimes limited strings and harps and different brass, and then I was blending between these elements, playing chords with different inversions and sustains, and then putting that through different buses and channels of reverb and delay, and coming out with these textured underscores. And that's why there's hints of changes in them that are subtle, very subtle hints of changes, and then it comes back and sort of feeds into each other to have a more organic quality so that it doesn't feel so conducted. Let's go in for one of those elements where I had sort of breath here. Oh, this is cool. Let's do this. So after the gun clicks, we'll have this come in. This is more of, there's a very slow droning hidden melody, ascension melody, but it's buried below some sounds. So let's see how this sounds. Dialogue, so just lower the volume a little bit. So bizarre how the mood.
Just come home. Talk to me. Just talk to me. Ah!
I won't show this next clip. I don't know how the internet, YouTube feels about it, but anyway, there's an example of dragging them in, looking at how they play, and then just moving on and just keeping it random and fun. So we'll get rid of that. We'll pull in No Country. This is the scene where the sheriff returns to the motel that Llewellyn Moss was killed in. Sugar is in this room after the fact because he was also looking for Llewellyn, but the cartels got to him first. Anyway, let's throw in something different. All right, I like 9. Turn the volume down on this and just see what happens. You can even go in and do the EQ, take the treble out. raise the bass even a little bit. That's cool. Kind of captures that unsettling quality. Without having the touchstones of flutes and brass overbearing. Cool. Let's change it to something a little bit. Let's go for something random. All right, let's try it. That doesn't quite work. Let's try 10. Six. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so hopefully with those two little demos there, you can see how these underscores help add that continuous texture that you can feel throughout a scene, not overwhelming the drama that's there, but basically supporting it. And that was the goal. And I'm hoping that you can use this pack to go through a discovery process with whatever project you're working on and help eliminate that decision paralysis that comes with looking at stock libraries just filled with different options and then getting something that only 20 seconds is usable, and then some big musical stinger comes in and ruins it. So you have to keep looping that one section. That was my least favorite part, and why I wanted to create these underscores in the first place, was to just have something that's continuous. Thanks for watching. I'm James Allen. I am from Slow Cute, and we'll be back soon. There's more offerings coming this year.